Hi, you guys. It's my year update. Can you believe it's been that long? Um, 1 year since I started the endometriosis diet, and I wanted to tell you guys some of the great things that have happened and some of the things that have been a little challenging. So it's hard to go over a year. I've posted videos throughout, but I guess really want to give you guys a real honest opinion of what's happened over the year. Um, So I am still following the protocol. I am still wheat-free, soy-free, dairy-free, sugar-free. I do not eat any kind of processed meats or anything like that. I don't eat any kind of meat that has antibiotics in it. Very aware of what's in my food. I don't eat eggs, butter. Basically I am vegan, except for the fact that I do eat a little deer meat and a little elk meat. So I guess I'm sorry to say I don't even know how I would really class myself. But I eat some things that we have harvested ourselves because we do hunt. I don't eat it every night. I eat it maybe once or twice a week. Meat. Mostly fruits, vegetables, rice, beans, things like that. Okay, so let's get into it though. My endometriosis symptoms are, I would say, 50% better. A great thing, I do not have breakthrough bleeding during mid-month cycle. I used to have that. It used to be really, really painful. That completely went away. No bleeding during ovulation, very little pain, if any. Um, During my period, I still have some pain. Way better, very manageable. I don't feel like I have to have surgery. Remember in a year ago, I was getting ready to have surgery because the pain was so horrible. So I feel like by being on this diet, I can definitely manage the pain, which is awesome. Still not pregnant. That's going to be another video. So I still have not been able to have a baby by changing my diet, but God willing, it will happen for us if it's our time. But I do want to say some of the other great things that have happened on this diet that have been really great besides the endometriosis. One thing is probably one of the biggest things that I have found is that a year ago, I remember feeling like around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was really, really tired. And I am the type of person that overall has a lot of energy. I exercise. I've always exercised. I've always had a lot of energy in general. But about a year ago, I remember feeling like, wow, 2:30 or 3, I was tired, like really tired, to the point where I feel like I just didn't have energy and I'd want to go get a cup of coffee or a cupcake or a cookie or something to give me that jolt. And I remember one day in particular that I got a cup of coffee and a cupcake and expecting to get my jolt, and it didn't happen. I just felt like I still was really tired, and that was really concerning to me. I started taking vitamins, and it felt like it helped a little bit. I think it actually helped a lot more. I now recognize that it was nutrition that I was not, the nutrition I was not getting. And now being on this diet, I don't have those highs and lows. In fact, in general, I'm really not tired at all. I'm not tired. That 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock that most people have, I don't have that anymore. I don't even take vitamins. I just have great nutrition in my life, and that has completely went away. I see people now, I can recognize it now. I see people, like I was at a wrestling meet the other day watching my nephew, and I saw this lady yawning, and she was just like kind of dozing off, and she was drinking I think she's drinking like a Pepsi or something. And I recognized them like, oh, she's having a Pepsi because she's trying to get herself jacked up because she's super tired. But before that, I'd seen her eating Pringles and chocolate and cupcakes and just junk. And I recognized that that's how she was feeling, was how I used to feel. And so that was a huge one. That's a huge one. I didn't expect to, I didn't even really think of it when I changed my diet, but that's been a huge thing. So anybody who's struggling with highs and lows during the day or tired during the day, changing your diet is huge. Even just cutting out sugar is huge to not have those highs and lows. So if you don't have endometriosis and you're watching my video, that's a really great thing. By changing your diet, your body needs that nutrition, and by getting that nutrition, you don't have those highs and lows during your day. The other thing is my skin. I did not expect this, but before, my skin was extremely dry. My hands were dry, my face were dry. My face was so dry that I remember feeling like I almost thought I had like rosacea, or I thought there was something going on with it. Now I don't have dry skin anymore at all. I don't even really use moisturizer. Well, I mean, if I do use moisturizer, I'll use coconut oil, but the dryness in my hands, the dryness in my face, I don't have dry skin anymore. So I really do believe that was just from all the junk and fillers that was that I was taking in that was coming out through my skin. So that was another great thing I did not expect to see. The other thing is just in general, my coloring of my face is unbelievably better. People say, "Oh, you're so tan," and I really think it's because of all the carrots and beta carotene and just the really good food that I eat. I do see people say that. So that's another thing I did not expect. That has been a real great bonus. The other thing is the weight loss. Not that I was trying to lose weight, but I lost 15 pounds. I think in the beginning I lost about 20 something, but I've kind of now I'm about 15. That's just solid. Just I can eat all day long as much as I want of what I eat, and I'm 15 pounds less than I was originally. And I feel like I actually am more muscular now. Yeah, I feel like I've gotten a lot leaner and more muscular. Let's see. Oh, another great one. This is kind of a weird one, but it's been a great one. Is I forever I've had this finger that would swell up. This finger right here between these two knuckles, it would swell up, and it was super painful. Like I couldn't even clap my hands. So you can see this is how I would have to clap my hands if I was here. There. I'd have to clap my hands like this because if I touched it, it would instantly swell up and be really, really painful. And that's went away too, which doctors had taken x-rays and all sorts of crazy things trying to figure out what was going on, and no one could figure it out, of course. Well, who knows why, but I'm sure it just had to do with what I was, putting in my body and the buildup of toxins, and who knows, but by changing my diet, nutrition, that's really, really helped. So a lot of things I didn't expect to happen, which were great. So that's kind of the update of that. Those are all the really, really great and exciting things. And let's see, what else should I talk about? Some of the negative things that have happened over the year. One thing in particular, and I should warn you guys about this, is that I decided to go to a naturopath because it'd been, like 8 or 9 months, and I still hadn't been able to get pregnant by changing my diet. And so I thought, I'm going to go to a naturopath, somebody who was highly recommended, and he gave me some supplements. And I had said, I might make sure there's no soy, no dairy, all these different things. I tried to explain to him about everything that I mean, it was tight, yeah, and I was feeling really, really good. And I started taking the supplements that he gave me, and I instantly felt like I got worse when it came to endometriosis. Like I started getting stomach cramping, like my ovaries felt like they were on fire. That's been really frustrating because I tried. I sacrificed so much for like so long, getting to the point where I really felt like I needed to be in order to live my life pain-free. And I felt like it kind of threw me back into a place where I was in the beginning. And I'm actually kind of still trying to get through this. I finally went off the pills after 2.5 months. I'm not actually sure. There was like bovine, some pituitary things from cow. My fault, in my head, I knew, but I was trusting him. But I knew, and as soon as I started taking the pills, I started getting these pains, and I just kept thinking, oh, well, he knows best. And, I just be aware. Listen to your intuition. Be aware of what's going on in your life. Be aware of what someone's giving you. Don't trust anybody, when it comes to your health and what's happening in your body. You are the only person that knows what's going on. No one else can really tell you, and I totally trusted this guy. And anyway, needless to say, I'm getting back on track. I'm going to get back to that pain-free point I was by just changing my nutrition and, my cleaning products and just being aware of what's happening in my life. So I have to say that's probably the only negative thing that's happened over the last year is going to a naturopath and having him give me some supplements that I trusted him, and it really put me into a bad spiral. So I'm starting over with the protocol, and I know I'll be back to where I was in the beginning, and everything will be fine, but that really kind of put me into a tailspin. So I guess the only thing I would have to say is listen to your body. You know what's going on in your life, and don't trust anybody else because no one else knows how you feel inside of your own body. Other than that, I'm completely planning on staying on the diet. If anything, I've only taken it to another level, like in the sense of I'm juicing a ton. I am trying to eat most of my food uncooked, lots and lots of fruits and vegetables. But the other thing is, if you do feel like you're going to have a sweet tooth or a sweet craving or something, and nothing else that I've talked about, food cravings, is going to work, and you have to have chocolate, make your own raw chocolate. Take raw cacao powder, pure maple syrup, coconut oil with some cacao nibs, and make it and eat it, and move back onto your diet that you've been on. So, that's another video that I'm going to make you guys something on, but overall, in general, huge. Staying on the diet. It's been remarkable for my life. I don't plan on changing. It's been overall hard, but only positive. So I hope that helps you guys. And I bring inspiration to people who are struggling with endometriosis, or just being tired during the day, or overall nutrition in your life, and how it really does a lot more than just losing weight or healing endometriosis. There's so many great benefits that you're going to get besides, just the immediate things. There's going to be great things that are come from it that you wouldn't even expect. So, wow, I can't believe it's been a year, and I'll just keep updating you guys. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys, I don't even know what to say. Have a great day. Bye.